We all know her. She is on fire right now. She is trending bigly. But wait a minute. Wait. Watch.
Janet Correa screams injustice after her husband was placed on an expedited deportation order after showing up to his immigration check-in in Miami.
That is the same lady who sings the Donald Trump song. Her name is Janet Correa. She is a Cuban in Florida, and her husband is being deported. Honestly, this brings me joy.
Sorry, but I'm not sorry. So, you mean to tell me that the women who helped rally so many of those Cuban American votes, so many of those Latino votes, singing that song, the I will vote Donald Trump, you mean to tell me that her husband was detained by ICE immediately after not receiving or not getting approval after his immigration meeting? They were waiting for him right outside of the office. They detained him right as soon as he exited the office. And they placed him on expedited removal from the United States. What a betrayal. If only there was a group of people that was trying to tell you guys not to do that. If only there was a group of people trying to tell you guys not to vote for that man. But you didn't care. Instead, you went and campaigned for that man. I will vote Donald Trump. You sang that song proudly with your entire chest. And now, it's not even just her husband, y'all. They saying that it's other family members that have gotten detained. They are literally ripping her family apart, member by member. Member by member, literally. And the fact that they're not even giving you any time to be able to say your goodbyes, they immediately detained him as soon as he walked out of that meeting. As soon as he did not receive approval for his immigration status, they immediately detained him. And she's literally on CBS News crying her eyes out. But it's like, why are you crying, Janet? Just sing. I will vote Donald Trump. You should be happy. This is what you voted for. You literally getting what you voted for. You voted for this. Why are you crying? And in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's right here. There's actually multiple documentations, articles. There's even the video on CBS News. And as stated, Janet Correa's husband, unnamed in most reports, has been navigating through the legal labyrinth of the U.S. immigration for years. He's done everything right. No crimes, no slip-ups, just back-breaking work to build a life. But his case was dismissed in court. ICE agents were waiting in the hallway, no warning, no second chances. Expedited removal. Just like that. But I don't want nobody feeling bad for Janet. Do not feel bad for Janet. Maybe feel bad if they have children because they're separating a family. Maybe even feel bad for the husband. I don't know. But to be honest, you saw your wife was doing this. You should have told her and reminded her of your legal status. Excuse me, baby. You remember, I'm currently fighting to get mine. Maybe not do this. Oh well, too bad. Don't feel sorry for her, because I don't. Remember, this is Janet. Don't be fazed by the tears.
At the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
That's unfair. That's fair. This is unfair. It was only fair when it was happening to black people. I don't know how I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom. So yeah, don't feel bad for Janet, because Janet got exactly what Janet voted for. Janet got exactly what Janet voted and sang for. I don't know why she's crying. Maybe she should try singing her song. She looked really happy when she was doing that.
Hi fam, how are you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for the love and support. I do appreciate. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for the love. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. And if you're watching my videos for the first time, if you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Carol. Welcome, my love visitors. Be part of us, be part of our growth by subscribing, turn on notifications, so anytime I upload a new video, you will always be notified. So in today's video, we are going to comment about this Latino lady. We all know her, Janet. She has really been going viral, and the blacks have now decided, and also white Americans, black Americans and white Americans have decided to react on these. You know, they're like, we warned you, girl, we really warned you, but you never listen. So if you are wondering what I'm talking about, let's watch this video till the end, then come back with the more comments. Kindly tell me in the comment section what you think about this video, and I will really appreciate.
Mi gente, I haven't done one of these in a while. Between the Cuban Adjustment Act and then when they started, when they took away their refugee status, I came on here and I talked about it again, and I kind of make fun of them. But anyway, here's another one for the record. Cuban Americans take front and fucking center. Cubans for Trump. Front and fucking center. Let's talk about it, because I know you don't want to talk about it now, right? Now you're avoiding me at all fucking costs, right? And I think it's funny, but in the last fucking week, this administration has gone after you super hard. Super hard. Even those that have been in the country for a fucking while are getting detained and being threatened to be fucking deported. And he is coming after you. There goes the fucking articles. Because I know you're going to say I'm lying, but I'm not lying. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, it's just a matter of fucking time. Once he revoked your refugee status for you, Haitians and Venezuelans, right? Now you don't have the protections and that your ass is voted for, right? Do you remember all the videos? Your votes, voy a votar por Donald Trump. Right? Remember that? Remember that? Remember how many of you came to my page to talk shit? Who's fucking laughing now? Who's fucking laughing now? Do you think this would have taught you a lesson for midterms? Do you think it's going to teach you a lesson for 2028? I fucking doubt it. I doubt it. But I hope it does. I told you so. Again, I warned you. Now, here's the funniest thing about this video. This is the guy they call El Funky, and I don't even know who the fuck he is. But as of a few days ago, he was being threatened to be deported. And now, I'm not sure how he got out of it. But look at him. Does he fucking even look like he would qualify to be in the United States under this fucking administration? I think not. He should have known better. But sure enough, I think because he thought he was famous, Trump was going to accept him. And what did he say at your own town hall meeting? I only want you for your vote. Now you see how that works, right? But if somebody knows El Funky, send it to him, right? Because I don't even know who the fuck he is. But good for your ass. Good for your ass. Maybe you'll wake up now. Maybe all of you will wake up now and stop being a part of that colorism that makes you think the color of your skin makes you better than the rest of us fucking Latinos. Who's laughing now? Cuban, Latino, Hispanic community actually believed that African Americans, us, were immigrants. And that all of this immigrant mass deportation of the immigrants, they were thinking, since we were the immigrants, that we would be the ones deported. Now, my first question is, how the hell did y'all come up with that African Americans are immigrants? We're not immigrants. We didn't come here on our own. We didn't cross any border on our own. We didn't do that. Excuse me. We were stolen. We were bought here. We were brought here. We are not immigrants because we were brought here and then our ancestors procreated. We are citizens. We've been in this country long enough that we are citizens. The immigrant status does not apply to us. And because you guys were so uneducated, and I don't know who you were listening to, but you believe anything when it comes to black people. Your anti-blackness egged you on to believe this foolery, that we're immigrants. Not once has African Americans been described as immigrants. Who told y'all that? And why the hell are you stupid enough to take their word? All you had to do was Google. Bam, right there. There's your answer. But it's been reported a lot of them really and truly honestly felt that way. And they thought we were the immigrants they were talking about. And because they have no love lost for us, they were cool with that. Yeah, I'm down with that. That's why that 68 or 78% of Latinos in Florida, that's why over 50% of the entire community voted for Trump, because they thought they were giving us the boot. We've been here a hell of a lot longer than they are, and they come here with the arrogance to think that they could help put us out. I have no empathy, sympathy, compassion, consideration, zilch, nada. It is now being proven, and even your own people are coming out snitching on y'all how y'all truly feel about the African American race. So now I'm gonna put it to you like this: if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Please go ahead and free yourself. Quit running around here acting like y'all some kind of way cool with us, or thinking we should band together now that y'all ass is in the sling. No. Keep that same energy. What you thought you were putting on us, you were actually putting on yourself. So I'm going to need you to keep that energy. We don't need anything else from you. We've got what we need. We know how you feel. We've heard your people testify how you were raised, how you were groomed to hate black people, to feel you were better than black people. And we do not forget the fact that you want to be so close to the white people, and you thought voting Republican would make them accept you, make y'all seem white, and it didn't. Because it don't matter what your skin look like. What you have not learned about the Caucasian race is that 1% of African American blood in you makes you African American. And that was the term they were using when they came up with that. Just so that you know. So it doesn't matter how you look, because there's a bunch of us out there can pass just like you can. But the minute your heritage, the minute your DNA is discovered, baby, you back on the heap. So y'all learn the lesson the hard way. And for the record, no, sweetie, African Americans are not immigrants. Never have been, never will be. So that deportation stuff, that don't apply to us. See, we were the people here that helped you get here. Because without Amendment 14, you wouldn't be here. But you know, y'all always love. You always love to kill the goose with the golden egg, so to speak. When you just did that. We were your best allies. We were the closest thing you would ever find to a real friend in this country. But y'all sold yourselves out trying to sell us out. So, happy selling. Alright? And happy Friday. And before I get out of here, I got one last question. Since y'all know we are not immigrants, is it great again yet? Asking for a friend. Happy Friday.
Y'all know that Cuban lady that was singing her one song? Oh my God, I will vote. Parta otra. Yeah, he deported her husband expeditiously. Place to be games. Nigga, oh my God, I will vote. They was doing the salsa and some more shit. Now she crying, what are you doing this to me for? Why are you doing this, Donald Trump? Why is I voted for you? Why are you doing this? Oh shit, I ain't one of them niggas that's gonna be like, I ain't laughing at it. You got what you voted for. Your husband the fuck up out of here. Oh my God, I will vote. We trying to tell y'all, I will vote for Donald Trump.
My workout, because one, it's cancer season. I'm a Cancerian, a lot of Leo in the chart. That's why I be getting, You get steamed with me. But I just found out that singer, I will vote for Donald Trump, her husband just got expedited back to Cuba. Sure did. Just got expedited back. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason why I feel some kind of way about, if you ever see me really getting on Latinos, it is because at a time I do identify with the fact that I have Spanish ancestors. You can see it in the name. I'm not going to get rid of that. That's in the blood. Can't do nothing about it but acknowledge the story as to how it got there. So I look at race very differently. In America, because a lot of the thinking is more 13 colonies based, they don't really think about it from a Louisiana Purchase perspective or a Spanish territories perspective of Louisiana and the rest of the United States, right? We rarely get into that. You would get into more of that probably if you were on the West Coast or if you were in Puerto Rico or something like that. But for somebody like me, my ancestors are literally here because my sixth great-grandfather, his name was Don Manuel Garcia de Tejada, right? Came from Castile, Spain, and he came to Natchez, Mississippi. And parts of the Tejada family actually went to parts of the Caribbean. So a lot of my roots are Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican. Again, Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican. And I had no idea that this was really a thing until I got genetically tested and we started going through my bloodline, right? So I am very sensitive to Latinos that I will perceive as white because I know that they are perceived as white. They're not me. And just knowing that from a Creole perspective, it's different, right? So I think a lot of people, when they look at the Latinos, they'll say like, well, they're not white people. Well, yeah, according to a North American Anglo-Saxon perspective, they would not be considered white. Even in Europe, those very Spaniards are at the bottom. The Portuguese and the Spanish are at the bottom of those systems. And they had their own thing. And they were very brutal people. And why I am getting on this woman that was singing, I will vote for Donald Trump, right? Is she is an example of those white Cubans that were allowed to come here because they couldn't stand Fidel. Now, I'm not a person who is going to say that communism is a thing. That's not me. I am a left-leaning person. I am not a communist thinking person. I am more so left-center in my thinking. But for her to get it like this, none of them are safe. And for you, supposedly a Cuban activist, Janet, how could you sit there and be an activist, but you didn't read no policies? And I'll make this last point. I said this before. It's because I am a child of Orisha. And you look at the salsa music that she was playing, and you don't know which Orisha you called down in that music. It's her soul that's the problem. It's not what she looks like. It's your mind and your soul. Because guess what? Had this been somebody else, would you really be okay with it? You probably would.
Okay, kindly, I know you have watched this video up to this, so what are your thoughts? What do you think about her? Do you think that we should feel pity for her, or do you think that we should just be happy for what has really happened to her? For me, I think it's so sad. Maybe she was brainwashed. She never knew that this was coming to happen to her. But Donald Trump was really, really clear with what he was going to do after he's elected. He said he's going to deport all illegal migrants. And then you are living with someone who is illegally in America, in this country. You know very well these people, they are going to be deported. Now it's time for this man to be deported, and now you're starting to cry like, oh, this guy has betrayed us, this is what we never expected. What were you expecting when he said he's going to deport all illegal migrants? You see, the problem with the Latinos, the Cubans, and all these Mexicans, they really thought that people who are going to be affected are the Black Americans, you know, because Black Americans, we have really been through shit, and we all know this. So they knew that the bigger percent of people who are going to be affected are the Black Americans, and it has turned out to be them themselves, you know. It's good to be in a country very legal. When you come to this country, look for those papers, be in that country free, you know. So you are singing, you are hyping this person, and you all know you have a husband who doesn't have the right papers to be in this country. Then you're crying at the end. Oh my God. Then you want us to pity you? I really don't know. I really don't know what you're expecting, because you really knew from the beginning this was what was going to happen. Even the farmers, the people from Nebraska, you see, they voted for Trump. They knew that people who are going to be affected are the Black Americans, and see, their farms now they really don't have people to work on their farms. It's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, when you are paying low wages, you're just looking for the people who don't have the right papers, who are in those countries legally, and then you're voting for them to be deported. Then later you come to cry, you need help. How are we going to help you? Yeah, kindly let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, and let's have a conversation. So long as you put your comments respectful, I'm going to answer to your comments, you know. Yeah, let's have a conversation. I also want to know what you think about this young lady. So that was it. I hope you have learned something through this video. Let's not be selfish, and let's know that racism has a price. You know, you will have to pay for it. Racism is very expensive. I hope that's what you have learned also in this video. So kindly give the video a like, share with your friends, let them know what's going on, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section what you think about this video. So bye, I'll see you in the next one.